Hello, I'm Janelle Allbritton. I'm a health educator, and even though I'm not really feeling very well today, I've decided to start this video series on the healing path by Anthony William. He's a medical medium, and you can join it too if you go on to medicalmedium.me, sign up, create an account. It's free, and he's got a step-by-step guide that will be helpful for folks who um, no matter what level you are in terms of understanding nutrition or lifestyle habits, he will take us step by step. And I've read all of his books at least once, and I've been practicing his teachings for almost 4 years now. He's the reason why I have the juicer that I have now. I'm planning to get a bigger, stronger one, so I won't recommend the one that I got. But we're going to talk about juicers, and we're going to talk about the juicing movement that for me started with Joe Cross when he released the movie Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead, which I urge you to watch. It's like a 2.5 hour movie, really interesting. The way he was very sick and decided to do what it took to get better, and he changed his lifestyle completely, and along the way he met people that he was able to help. So it's a great movie, and it's a great thing that he's been doing and serving the world ever since. Anthony William is also one of those people who's serving humankind by sharing information that he's given. Join this journey. It's going to be a lot of fun, and the first step is about fruit. So if you join the journey, the healing journey, there's like a 9 or 10 minute audio file that you can listen to with Anthony William himself talking to you about fruit. I'll just summarize it here. Fruit is the first basic food that we need to understand. That is the key to our recovery. The sugar in the fruit is good for us. It feeds our brain, it feeds our liver, it helps to detox, it helps to balance our system, it helps to promote digestion. There's so many great things about fruit that we can learn. So I don't have all of his books here with me right now, but he did write a book called Healing Foods, and in that he goes A to Z. He goes through hundreds of fruits and vegetables and herbs, and talks about their healing attributes. So the first step is fruits. Go ahead, and I encourage you to listen to that. And so the part 2 of that is, is part 2 of that is how I apply what he says in my life. So when I first started juicing, I bought organic apples from Costco and bags of frozen fruit. I bought organic mango, like $10 for a 2-pound bag, organic blueberries, and organic cherries, and organic bananas. And then I would put those into a blender. I would juice the apples and use that juice as the base of the smoothie. And I started doing the fruit smoothies every morning instead of the normal breakfast that I used to have, which was eggs. I got one of those cute little egg-shaped dome steamers, and I used to have 4 eggs a day every day for breakfast. I'm not joking. Every single day. I monitored my cholesterol. I didn't have high cholesterol, so that was fine. Cholesterol is just it's not bad for you per se. It's just very densely packed calories, and I didn't have a lot of time to eat. I had a very busy lifestyle, so I knew that I had to get in my calories as best as I could. Eggs are easily digestible, easy to fix, not expensive. Buy the organic, 18 per carton, again at Costco, and that would be a 4-day supply, 4.5 days supply for me. So I stopped doing that, and I switched overnight to juicing apples and blending them with other fruit. And I found after a few days, I found that I had a lot more energy. Um, I stopped drinking coffee. I was just drinking the fruit smoothie. And I would make a whole pitcher full and I drink the whole thing throughout the morning. Now I use mason jars, 24-ounce mason jars. So I'll drink maybe 16 ounces in the morning and then fill up the 24-ounce mason jar and take it with me if I have to get out the door. But that's kind of my trademark. I don't like using things like raspberries or blackberries because of the seeds. They get stuck in my teeth and they're really hard to get out when I'm away from home. So I stick with blueberries and mangoes and bananas and cherries and apple juice. That's what works for me. I also used to juice ginger and put ginger juice into the smoothie. That's kind of a nice little kick to have sometimes. So these just have fun with it. The thing about apples is I love the crunchy apples, but I would rather just juice it and get all of the nutrients from 4 or 5 apples instead of take the time to eat one. I love drinking freshly juiced apple juice. There's nothing like it. So try that. Try getting a juicer. You can get one for about $100, but that's not the one I would recommend. I would recommend it as a starter. But if you can save money or borrow it, if you're tight on cash, I would suggest getting a better one, because this one that I bought, I didn't know much about juicers, but it's got like a metal mesh that strains everything through. That's where the juice goes through to go into the bottom container, and then the fiber and everything is pushed out of the end. And later on, when we talk about celery juice, the mesh is really not the best way. I believe there are other technologies that work better. So we'll talk about juicers later. But for now, you could just buy apple juice, organic apple juice if you can, and definitely have a blender. If you don't have a blender, that's okay. You could use an immersion blender, or you can just eat the fruit if you have time for all that chewing, which I don't. I don't make time for all that chewing. So fruit has been really wonderful for me, and so I think Anthony would be proud to know that that's a habit that I started because of his advice. So let's try the fruit. Just enjoy it. Have fun with it. And there are a bunch of wonderful free recipes in his books online that you can play with if you want to, if you like that sort of thing. But I'm not going to get too much into that. I'm trying to keep it very simple for someone like a college student or a high school student who's really busy, to just start some really good eating habits that don't take a lot of time out of the other activities that you're busy doing. I look forward to sharing the journey with you. Step 1 is fruit, and I've already been doing that. That's already part of my habit, and I highly recommend it. Have a good day, and medicalmedium.me, the healing path is what it's called. And I set my phone down. Anyway, that's it.